We're here at Diglis Lock, even though there are no moorings, no lock landing as such, but we're tied to our new friends and new neighbours, the two boats over on this side. One of them who we helped to rescue yesterday. We had a good night's sleep though, didn't we?
Yeah, I slept like a log. Could have cried when the alarm went off this morning.
I think that was probably the most eventful day we've had in the 3 years of being on the canal, isn't it?
I'd say so.
Oh, it was a river yesterday, officially. Yeah, which just goes to show, get up, get off at 8 o'clock in the morning if you're on a river. Because if you get to somewhere like we did yesterday and there were no moorings, you've got to carry on. But these locks are only open from 8 till 6. Yeah, so we've learnt our lesson, haven't we?
Well, we haven't, have we? Because how many times do we do this and then say this and then we do exactly the same?
I'm just going to have to set his alarm off twice.
Or you could just set up without me and I'll get up out of bed when...
Well, the lock is right in front of us. We're going through. The lock keeper's asked if we're ready. We said, give us 5 minutes. And then, that's because Graham didn't want to get up. and then we're heading towards, well, we're in Worcester really. We're a mile and a half.
Yeah, we're heading to the centre though, which is left.
Yeah, because our friends, hopefully Tony and Karen are there. Hopefully she's made us some more sausage rolls.
Yeah, I'll be very disappointed, Karen.
Right, enjoy this morning's trip. Beautiful day.
See you soon.
Oh, we had to moor over there and lift Dexter off the roof and up this steep bank.
I know, so we could go for a wee.
Anyway, he managed to get his wee.
Perfect, thank you much, sir. No problem. Let's get your fender. Just pass that down.
While we waited outside this lock all night, there was nowhere for us to go, but we had a drink and a chat and nibbles with our newfound friends, and we had a really good time.
When they're ready. Yeah.
Should we hold the centre line?
Do you want to chuck us your centre line? I did.
Yeah, right, pal.
Anthony's holding on to the centre line, which is wrapped around this wire. This lock is enormous. All 3 boats are in at the same time. We think it can easily fit 4 narrowboats in this lock. Luckily, we're not going that high in this lock. I think it's about 12 feet deep, he said, didn't he?
Roughly, yeah.
There's your centre line. All right. Thank you. Hey, it was nice meeting you all. Sure we'll see you again.
Safe onward journey, guys. I'm sure we'll see you about.
Yeah. See you soon.
Take care. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
No 8 o'clock calls in a moment.
Oh, God, no. Absolutely not.
Go back to bed.
All the best. Take care.
You all right?
Yeah. I'll wait till they've gone
Yeah.
before I move over. Oh, they're really nice.
Yeah, lovely.
That is one big lock. Well, it's 2 big locks. Beautiful morning, Anthony. That's it. We just need to get up earlier and set off early. It's best part of the day, isn't it?
You're all right. Where's parking Worcester though?
I don't know, truck. That's a point. Dexter.
9 o'clock?
Yeah.
I don't think it was that late. I don't know what they're doing.
I think it's not a water point, is it?
No.
We were going to moor here, but we turned around and you'll find out why in a minute.
Well, life jackets are off because we're moored up and we've only got about 200 yards.
Blimey, just seen a fish jump out the water.
Squirrel.
Sorry.
Right, so...
We've got a beautiful backdrop. So
Yes.
Worcester Cathedral just behind us. You might not be able to see it. There you go. Yeah, absolutely stunning. These are free moorings. We actually went up there, couldn't work out what was going on. It looked like you had to pay. It's quite noisy as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's by the railway station, but directly under the railway bridge, so it was quite noisy by the main road. And it did say £4 a day. And we thought, oh, our friend Tony let our other friends know, Graham and June, that 3 boats left this pontoon, the floating pontoon, so we decided to turn around, and that's why we're here, facing the other direction. We're going to go for a coffee, take Dexter for a walk, hopefully somewhere near the cathedral, and we just found out our good friends, Paddy and Jill, who we're up in Gargrave with, are in Worcester.
I know.
What's the chances?
So they come to visit parents, Jill's parents. Jill's doing a balloon flight tonight, hopefully, if the weather stays nice.
Yeah.
So we're hoping that we're going to catch up and have a little coffee with them guys as well. That'd be lovely. So they're the guys who were on the sweet boat, if you remember when we were in Yorkshire.
We've had a lovely walk along the river. And we're walking to the Diglis Hotel to meet Paddy and Jill for a drink. We're hoping we can have a coffee outside. Doesn't exactly look open yet.
We ended up meeting at Good Roots.
Look, we're with Paddy and Jill and Katie and Mum and Dad. Not my mum and dad, Jill's mum and dad, Anthony and Dexter. And Jill, what word have you just said? And I've said, don't say that.
Uncle Paddy.
Underpants. Underwear, underpants. Oh, that's a horrible word. That's like knickers.
It's alright, I prefer Canal.
He has got a spring in his step, hasn't he? So you're allowed 2 days here. Look at this. This is the Sea Cadets building. 2 otters painted. That is stunning, isn't it? I wonder who painted that. There's the gates into the cathedral grounds.
Is that a robin?
Not sure. Oh, watch Dexter. He's proper got a bounce in his step today.
This is a beautiful Worcester Cathedral, and building began on this cathedral in 1084. Like most cathedrals in the UK, entry is free and donations are welcome, and we were really surprised that well-behaved dogs are welcome inside. We had a quick look around the shops and had some artwork to send off at the local post office. we've had a really lovely time in Worcester. It was nice that we were both off yesterday. We went for a coffee at the Cafe Boat, which was really nice coffee. Went for a walk around town, bumped into our new friends, Graham and Bev. Graham was celebrating his birthday, so happy birthday to Graham, and Tony and June. And then I got a message from David at Cruise in the Cut asking if we'd like to meet for a drink. Unfortunately, Anthony was heading off to work, so he couldn't make it, but had such a good night. He's such an interesting person, David. Very knowledgeable, very experienced, and a good laugh with it. So a big thank you to David for getting in touch. That made my day, that did. So I'm just watching those rowers. Yeah, none of them are facing this way. We're headed for the boat. Just let them know I'm in. We're about to pass Worcester Cathedral, and so pleased as well. Yesterday, well-behaved dogs are allowed in the cathedral. I'd never have imagined it. I only went in to use the toilet. So we made a donation and went round with Dexter, and the staff were lovely. Went and got a bowl of water for Dexter because it was quite hot yesterday. We've only been that pontoon that we're at, Diglis Visitor Mooring. It's 48 hours. After that, it becomes £25 a day. I bet not many people overstay the welcome there. There are moorings further ahead of me today by the railway bridge, but a few people have said there's been a lot of teenagers hanging around. It is the summer holidays. I'm sure they were no bother, but yeah, I wouldn't have risked mooring there last night. My plan today was to go to the racecourse and find a mooring, but we are heading to Stourport because our new friend's behind us. They're going that way, and he said safety in numbers, and he's right. So we're going to go to Stourport. And I'm hoping to get a lovely shot of the cathedral as we pass, so I'll point the camera round. If you've never been to Worcester Cathedral, definitely worth a visit. On it. On in. Right. Right, this next lock, or the first lock of the day, is manned. In fact, they all are on this river, which is perfect. Usually between 8 AM and 6 PM in the summer. Morning. You alright? Can't believe this weather. Yeah, brilliant, thank you.
I was instructed by the lock keeper to keep over on the right hand side.
Wow, it's gone from winter to summer in one day. We're in the, what's the name of this lock? Oh, Bevere Lock.
It's
Bevere Lock.
River.
I think it's Bevere Lock. Wow, that was easy. Just get the centre line up here. Do you want me to pass you then, Graham, once you're out?
I just want to say a massive thank you to Graham and Bev on this boat and Tony and June on the boat behind for letting me travel with them on the River Severn. The lock in front is the Harford Bottom Lock number 1 and this takes you onto the Droitwich Canal, but I'm going to keep left and head towards Stourport. This section of canal is just stunning and the scenery gets better and better.
Yeah.
I'll get the other boat on the inside.
Yeah. Cheers. Thank you.
Because the current puts you away from the water.
Yeah.
So you'd have got it right, so you'd be like that.
Thank you. Look at this off Bev, cappuccino. Thanks, Bev. Oh, that's delicious. The downside of being a solo boater, can't pop down, make yourself a cup of coffee. Well, this is our last lock on the river for today before we get to Stourport, and then we've got the 5 locks. Apparently the first set of locks are for much larger vessels, and the second set of locks, they're for the narrowboats. There's 5 of them, but I've got help. Friends Helen and Russell are coming to help us, so thank you guys, and obviously I've got the help from our friends behind. How lucky. I love this lifestyle and the boating community.
The weir here is over to the left and I nearly missed this entrance over to the right. It's really handy to have a pair of binoculars and your Nicholson guide with you. It looked like there was a boat coming down in the lock, so I pulled over to this jetty to let them pass.
looks like there's somebody coming down in this lock.
As you can see, these locks are massive, and Graham and Bev, they struggled to keep their boat over to the right hand side even though they had a rope wrapped around the wire on the lock.
Can't get the full end to go in.
Oh.
Future reference, we're coming back down.
Yeah.
Ahead you can see Stourport, and I'm really glad that I had my guide with me to let me know that it was a second entrance into the locks that I needed. It was so good to see friendly faces at the start of the canal, and this is Russell and Helen.
These are so narrow, I've got to feed through. Can't believe how narrow these are. Been used to these big massive river locks for the past few weeks.
Yeah.
You alright?
Good, thank you.
Good. It'd been tricky getting off lock landing on your own,
Yeah.
wouldn't it, after setting the lock?
I think you have to stop on the pontoon
Yeah.
and work the
Yeah.
walk round if you.
Yeah.
But if you don't know that and you pass the pontoon, it's a bit late, isn't it?
Hello, you. Hello. Well, that's it. It's so kind of Russell and Helen to come and help to set this lock. I wouldn't have liked to have done this on my own, especially coming off the river just there. This can come off at last. River cruising finished for the most of the year, I think. So thankful because it's warm. Well, we made it. And the boat performed pretty well on the rivers, which we're really pleased about. These are Stourport basins, and it's a sharp right here towards the service point and then left to follow the canal. Yeah.
We soon got away from the noise and bustle of town and out onto the canal. It was lovely and quiet.
Well, we've moored up. Well, I've moored up at last. It was about 4:30, so just over 6 hours. I was only going to cruise for an hour today, but the friends that we made over on the visitor mooring at Diglis said, well, we're going at 10 o'clock, why don't you come with us, safety in numbers? And I'm glad I did, but I needed to be edited today, really. But I've got travel, so yeah, travel's done. We're now moored up on the Staffs and Worcester Canal, just after the Birding pub. And behind us are Tony and Karen on Narrowboat Forensi, friends of ours that we met at the Peak Forest Canal, so it's nice to see them. And in front of us, Professor Pat Pending, which is Helen and Russell, and they've been amazing today, helping to do all the locks in town coming up the canal. Well, it's been a long day. I need a long cold drink, and that's exactly what I'm going for. But thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed today's video, don't forget to subscribe. It is completely free and it really does help the channel. And keep your comments coming, because Anthony loves to reply to all of the comments. He normally says that bit, that's why I'm stuttering. And make sure you hit the bell icon for notifications so you don't miss any future videos. Thanks for watching. Have a good week.